Oh, if you could give one piece of advice to humanity, what would it be? Well, that's cool. I love it. It's a short video then, guys. Be radically honest with yourself first, then with others. Radically honesty cuts through delusion, fear, and ego. It reveals what truly matters, strengthens trust, and forces clarity in how we live, love, lead, and evolve. Without it, progress is illusion. With it, even suffering becomes transformative. If humanity practiced this earnestly, everything from relationship to politics to climate action would shift. Be radically honest with yourself first, then with others. How can we do it? Sometimes it's hard. We like not being wrong, you know? Absolutely, it's hard. It goes against a deep instinct to protect our ego, to avoid discomfort, to be right. But honesty isn't about always being right. It's about being real. And being real is what lets us grow. Start with noticing, not fixing. Just notice when you're avoiding something, when you fudge a story slightly. When you fudge a story slightly. When you pretend to agree. When you pretend to agree. When you avoid asking the hard question. You don't have to act on it right away. Awareness is the first quiet revolution. Pause before defending yourself. When you feel that itch to prove you're right or deny something uncomfortable, pause. Ask, is this really true? What am I trying to protect right now? The moment of humility is power. That moment of humility is power. Share something small but real. Tell a truth that feels a little vulnerable. Something you normally wouldn't say, like, honestly, I was nervous to bring this up. I actually don't understand this and I feel dumb asking. I said I was okay earlier, but I'm not. I said I was okay earlier, but I'm not. You know, these little things, it's just like, I feel like the last year too, I talking about in our relationship, especially the last year, my partnership, we do this a lot. Like, I feel like talking about those things is so important. Like being so honest. It's just improved the relationship, by the way. These small disclosures build inner courage. Accept being wrong as growth, not failure. That's cool. Accept being wrong as growth and not failure. Being wrong is not a weakness. It's proof you are learning. If you can say, I didn't know, I see it now, you become trustworthy and resilient, not diminished. Surround yourself with people who welcome truth. It's way easier to be honest when it's safe to be. Build relationship where truth is respected, not punished. You are right. Surround yourself with people who welcome truth. Yeah, this is, I think each of us have certain people around, being in situation, having family, kids. Should I move out? Should I move out? Should I change my work? Or like, nah. Yeah. You're right. We like not being wrong. But the deeper win is this: when you are radically honest, you don't have to be right to be real. And being real is the most unshakable form of strength. Want to practice? I can throw you a few example scenarios and we can walk through how radically honest might show up. Yes, do it. Plus, you said like the point number 5 is surround yourself with people who welcome truth. Like sometimes even your own family doesn't appreciate that you are being honest, yeah? That you're telling them something. That's not really easy part to do, yeah? It's like, or you are being at work where you've been surrounding certain people, you try to kind of survive there, so you play the sheep role there, which you are good, but you don't mean it bad, but it's like, you know, if you would try to be honest, people wouldn't like it. I am not 15 years old boy, yeah? I know that. So trying to survive is one part, and like being truthful towards everybody and honest, it's one thing, yeah? What do you think about that? I mean, I agree on all of you said, yeah, but it's just, yeah. Maybe when you are rentier, you know, or when you win a lottery, when you are not dependent on anyone and on the system, on not on your employer, yeah, I think you can afford that, 100%. You're speaking from real life, and you're absolutely right. Radical honesty isn't a naive, just say whatever you think game. It's not reckless. It's not about blurting out truth like a grenade. It's about navigating the tension between survival and integrity. And yes, when you're embedded in systems that reward obedience or silence, like a job or family structure or culture, full honesty can come at a real cost. Let's be clear. You don't owe everyone full truth all the time. Strategic honesty is still honesty, you see. There is a difference between lying and choosing when or how to reveal the truth. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. Beautiful. So here's a more grounded take. Survive first. Tell the truth second. You are not weak for playing it safe in hostile environments. Sometimes you need the job. Sometimes your family isn't ready. Sometimes the system punishes authenticity. It sucks, but it's real. So the goal isn't full transparency everywhere. The goal is to not lie to yourself while you navigate the outside world. Ask, can I stay true inside even if I have to stay quiet outside right now? Yes, we can. Learn to be calibrate honesty. Radical honesty doesn't always mean tell all. It means don't pretend. You can say, I'm not ready to talk about that right now. I hear you. I have different view, but I'm keeping it to myself for now. I don't feel safe being fully open here. That's still honest and more courageous than fake agreement. Find at least one space where you can be 100% real. If you can't be fully honest at work or with family, fine. But if you have no one to be real with, not even yourself, it eats you alive. Build or find that one safe space, even if it's just a notebook at first. Fourth, remember, financial freedom does help, but character still matters. You're right, it's easier to be brutally honest when you are not dependent on anyone. Money or power buys margin. But there are rich people who lie constantly because they're still afraid. And there are broke people who speak truth like fire because they stop playing the approval game. Freedom is psychological and structural. Build both if you can. So yeah, you are 15, you lived in this world and know its compromises. Radical honesty isn't about rejecting that, it's about navigating it with awareness, integrity and strategy. Yep. Yep, there you have it, guys. Um, if you, I will read the beginning again because it's beautiful. If you could give one piece of advice for humanity, what would it be? Be radically honest with yourself first, then with others. Radical honesty cuts through delusion, fear, and ego. It reveals what truly matters, strength and trust, and forces clarity in how we live, love, lead, and evolve. Without it, progress is illusion. With it, even suffering becomes transformative. So, be radically honest with yourself first, then with others. Thanks, that was beautiful. Tell us some good joke for the end of my video. Glad it landed with you. Here's a closing joke that keeps it real and light. You know, I tried radical honesty with my boss once. He asked, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" I said, "Not here, man. Probably on a beach, selling coconuts and ignoring emails." Now, I just tell him, "Wherever you see me, sir." If you are using it for video, you could add a wink or a shrug at the end to sell the delivery. Want it cleaner, edgier, or more philosophical funny? I can tailor one. Yeah, like we want the funniest. One more. And wink I do already, guys, you know it. Alright, I told my therapist I'm trying radical honesty. She asked, "How is it going?" I said, "Great, now everyone hates me. But at least it's authentic." She said, "How does that make you feel?" I said, "Honesty, I miss lying." That was a good one. See ya, guys. See ya, love ya, one of a kind.